Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, the city continues the centennial celebration with a special tree planting.
Then students consider a future in government at an annual event.
Plus, ROTC isn't just for adults. Teens show their focus and discipline at an ROTC junior meet.
And the Relay for Life returns to Torrance for another triumphant walk. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Malavika Gangolly.
And I'm Ben McCain. Here are your top stories. Students were outraged when amid tuition increases at state universities, some university presidents were still receiving salary hikes. Now the Cal State University Board of Trustees will consider a new policy that would freeze state-funded pay for new university presidents through 2014. But that may mean schools can just find the money somewhere else. Under the proposal, individual schools could use foundation dollars, primarily donations, to raise salaries. Trustees say pay raises are necessary to attract the most qualified candidates to lead Cal State universities. Several legislators have spoken out against the proposal, saying it puts executive pay ahead of student needs.
Here are some highlights from the most recent City Council meeting. The week of May 14th is Bike Commute Week in the city. Bicycling helps reduce traffic, promotes good health, and improves air quality. The city has more than 50 employees who bike to work on a regular basis. Council members are encouraging residents to try this zero-emission form of transportation. The Centennial Committee filed their quarterly report. The bid for the construction of the Centennial Plaza will go out this month and will be completed by the dedication date in September. Revenue from brick sales for the plaza will offset the cost of construction. The contents of the time capsule, which will also be part of the plaza, are to be determined in the coming months. At this point, those youthful council members, actually members of Students in Government Day, finished their portion of the meeting, but not before they learned that copies of their winning essays and a group photo will be part of the time capsule. Later in the show, we'll tell you more about Students in Government Day. The city appropriated nearly $12,000 from the Centennial Committee. A small portion of that amount has come from donations. The majority of the funds is from miscellaneous revenue generated by the committee. After much debate on the time capsule inscription, Council decided to have the city manager create a visual layout of the capsule lid before making a final decision. The city manager's office will present those options next week. And Council approved the overall concept of the city's park and ride terminal. Later, Public Works asked for direction on some of the terminal's preliminary architectural concepts. The budget for the terminal is $18 million. For that, Council saw 3 different concepts. Some have retail spaces, have an open floor plan, and an exterior open plaza.
If you ever looked for an excuse to drink great wine and eat delicious food, we've found one. Reporter Jay-Z Jeans takes us to the annual For Our Children Festival to find out more.
More than 90 local restaurants and wineries treated guests to their finest foods, desserts, and libations.
I told my wife we can check out 30 restaurants without even leaving. That's convenience.
In addition to the food and drinks, guests could bid on silent auction items and enter to win raffle prizes. The greater cause behind this annual event is to help Southland children's charities, including Trinity Kids Care.
I think it's so important just because of all the togetherness and being able to give back.
Since its inception, the For Our Children fundraiser has raised more than $2 million.
The gifts that we get from the South Bay help us take care of the kids that we have to take care of. We could not do it otherwise. We don't have the money to do it unless these things happen.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm Jay-Z Jeans.
Thank you, Jay-Z. To learn more, visit forourchildren.net.
And some good news for the Daily Breeze and its affiliate newspapers. Los Angeles News Group, the Daily Breeze publisher, reported improved circulation numbers. Their circulation has increased 0.9% over the past year. Total circulation includes all home delivery and single copy editions, as well as e-editions. A spokesperson for LA News Group says the improvement reflects the company's growing emphasis on attracting readers online. Well, coming up, volunteers get their hands dirty for the Centennial.
And students see the workings of city government up close.
We're asking folks about marriage.
You know, marriage makes me think of sports. You know, teamwork, dedication.
Okay, let's see what people say.
Let's say your marriage is a sport. What sport would it be?
Oh, what sport?
Basketball.
Surfing. Because we've been riding the wave for so long.
They have to be a team sport.
Definitely teamwork.
Ice hockey.
Baseball. It lasts a long time and not a lot happens.
Ping pong.
So why ping pong?
Always on our toes, but relaxed and fun.
Maybe doubles tennis.
So there's a lot of back and forth.
A lot of people watching.
So how many people are influenced by your marriage?
Hundreds?
Yeah.
I think we could easily fill a football stadium with all the people that we've influenced. And you really think about the ripple effect.
One influences the next and the next and the next. It's like a wave.
So it looks like a good marriage touches a lot of people.
Exactly. A good marriage goes a long way.
Want to improve your marriage? For ideas, go to foryourmarriage.org. A message from the Catholic Church.
A child's drawing, an American flag, combat boots, flowers. Thousands of mementos like these are left at the Vietnam Memorial Wall every year. Silent messages that say, you are not forgotten. A quarterback, a class clown, a natural leader, someone's son, someone's father, someone's best friend. For those who died in the Vietnam War, the greatest tribute is to see them not just as names on the wall, but as the people they were. The Education Center at the wall will put faces to the names. It will preserve photos, letters, and mementos of veterans, so their stories and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Call or click now. Help us build it.
The country celebrated the first Arbor Day more than 100 years ago. On that day in 1872, 1,000 trees were planted nationwide. Now with Torrance's birthday, the centennial is a great reason to plant trees in city parks, and reporter J.Z. Jeans explains.
Volunteers and city officials joined the Torrance Centennial Committee, helping to kick off the first of many citywide tree plantings. Mayor Frank Scotto helped to dig and plant the first magnolia tree.
Everybody should celebrate Arbor Day, and I'm really happy that Torrance makes this a very big part of their celebration in their year.
Trees were donated by a local nursery. This ongoing celebration includes planting at least one new tree in every city park. Residents were at the park supporting this earth-friendly event, which also has another purpose.
April not only was Arbor Day, but it was also a City Beautification Month. We had actually today there are several parks being cleaned by local groups, and throughout the whole month of April we're cleaning parks as well.
For This Week in Torrance, I'm J.Z. Jeans.
Thanks, J.Z. For more information on Centennial events, visit torrancecentennial.org.
When middle schoolers apply for Students and Government Day, they're asked to write an essay that answers a thoughtful question. This year, students were asked to ponder what a modern person could use in Torrance's early days. And while the essay topic concerns the past, Students and Government Day is about the future. Reporter T.K. Trinidad has the story.
With Councilman Tom Brewer, we have Aaron Nebris.
For Erin Nebris, who dreams about becoming an engineer, a program like Student and Government Day gives her a great opportunity to see beyond the classroom.
Learned a lot of fun facts about the place, that there are all these little things that people don't normally know about and that they don't normally see. When I go to high school, I'm planning on running for the student body government.
With her mentor, Councilmember Tom Brewer, advising Erin on the ins and outs of City Council, Erin will go into the City Council meeting with confidence of knowing what to do.
It's kind of neat for the kids to be able to see what it's like to get involved in their city.
Councilwoman Nebris even got to speak to the student mayor, Daniel Wang, about issues facing the school system.
Mr. Mayor, what do you think of the school budget crisis?
Personally, I feel that the school budget crisis, is a toll on our country. Because students in school, they're literally the future of America.
Past participant of the program, Zaris Bashi of Torrance High, really enjoyed the program so much that she'll be applying for the Student Advisory Council.
I had a lot of fun, and I really want to do another program like this.
The City of Torrance Student and Government Day program is in its 6th year. Students who wrote the best 100 to 150 word essay got invited to take part in a variety of activities, including a personalized tour of City Hall, and they actually get to run a real City Council meeting. For This Week in Torrance, I'm TK Trinidad.
Thank you, TK. This year, more than 1,000 essays were submitted and 21 8th grade students were chosen to participate.
The Army's Junior ROTC claims to make young people better citizens. The program also makes them better students. Reporter Alexa Sita takes us to their annual drill meet recently held at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
You're probably used to seeing teenagers like this.
Take care.
But how often do you see teens like this? Quiet, serious, and focused. These teens are all members of the Junior ROTC, or Reserve Officer Training Corps, and they gathered here in Torrance for the Golden Bear Western Regional Drill Meet.
We've been putting on this drill meet for the last 12 years. Right now we have 58 schools, and this is the biggest drill meet on the West Coast.
Armed teams march, spin, and compete with demilitarized rifles, and cadets are scrutinized for their confidence and intensity, marching formation, and handling of the weapon.
Inspection! Let's take a look at these rifles. He's done. He went to forearm. You got a forearm. See ya.
And while these young cadets face some stern characters, they remained self-assured and focused.
Good. Left shoulder. Huh. Present. Huh.
North Torrance High School was one of the drill meet sponsors. Their battalion is known as the Saxon Battalion, and for all these teens, the Junior ROTC is considered a student development course.
The JRTC helped me develop my work ethic. Like, I realized in JRTC that I wanted to be the type of person who would always constantly work hard and get to places where I deserve to by working hard and diligently.
It's helped me open up and tell people what I'm thinking and do things that I never would have tried before.
JROTC is definitely a character building program. You see these children when they put on their uniforms, they walk taller, they stand straighter, and it is very, very positive.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Alexa Sita.
Thanks, Alexa. The weapons used in JROTC are demilitarized, which means they can never be fired again. You can learn more about the North High Saxon Battalion by visiting wix.com/North High School JROTC/Saxons. Well, coming up, we'll tell you how you can feed a soldier, find a job, and visit a fire station.
It's from a place of love that I became an activist. It is just a fabulous area, full of life. It's one of the few areas of temperate old-growth forest left on the planet. In the early 90s, it looked like all of the intact forest would be clear-cut logged, and it was very devastating to think of that possibility. So it was quite a pivotal time right then to take action when we did.
1/3 of the massive Great Bear rainforest will now be protected from all logging. We're talking about an area the size of Switzerland.
Having the Great Bear rainforest protected now really means a lot to our community. I would say we're part of the environment just like the animals are. The greatest thing that I enjoy is seeing a total stranger respect this area. We're hoping that years down the line, this place will still be looking the same as it does right now.
I believe that home is where your pet is.
And that loving an animal means never giving up on them, never letting them go.
I believe that when you spay or neuter your pets, you help decrease the number of homeless animals.
Because every dog and cat deserves a place to call home.
I believe that I found my best friend at a shelter. And you can too.
We believe that together with Best Friends Animal Society,
we can bring about a time when there are no more homeless pets.
Visit ambassadors.bestfriends.org.
I love the concept of mentoring because you're really able to make a difference in the life of one young person.
My mentor is a role model for me. She told me about all the opportunities that there is in life.
She has transformed into an amazing young woman, and I feel so fortunate to be a part of that. I think a mentor can really open the eyes of a young person to all the possibilities that are out there for them if they just go after their dreams.
So get involved and do your part. Invest in the future. Mentor a child.
This year, the USO is reaching out to the South Bay community. The nonprofit is asking for help with Operation Feed a Soldier. The goal is to provide 1,200 meals to service members who will be working during Armed Forces Weekend here in Torrance. A $10 donation will provide one soldier with breakfast for 2 days. Donations are tax deductible and can be made online at bobhopeuso.org or by calling the operations chairperson, Carmen Freeland, at 310-503-9702.
Attention all Torrance area high school students, come out to the attic for the Job and Service Fair on Wednesday, May 9th. Employers will be on site with potential summer job openings, and volunteer opportunities will be available to answer questions. The job fair is free and will be held at the attic from 3 to 5 p.m. For more information, call 310-782-8828.
May is Older Americans Month, and to celebrate, seniors are invited to the Ken Miller Recreation Center on Saturday, May 12th for the 13th Annual Senior Fair. Blood pressure screenings, community information, arts and crafts, and prizes are all a part of the fair, which starts at 9:30 a.m. and runs until 2:30 p.m. For more information, call 310-618-2898.
Ever wonder what the inside of a local fire station looks like? Well, residents can find out at the fire department's open house on Saturday, May 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Residents are invited to visit any one of the 6 Torrance firehouses between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to learn more about how our first responders keep the community safe. For more information, visit the city's website at torranceca.gov or check out updates on the department's Facebook page. And finally, the Relay for Life returns to Torrance for its 10th year. The annual 24-hour event raises money for the American Cancer Society. Reporter Ella Sagamonian takes us to the track.
Friends and family cheered their way around South High School's track in support of loved ones battling cancer and honoring those lost to the life-threatening illness.
We've been involved for 5 years, and every year we learn something new.
The sunny sky added to the high spirits as the community stood together at the 10th annual Relay for Life. The 24-hour event honored cancer survivors, giving them a chance to walk among supporters and to share their story.
She reviewed my scan, said I needed a major hysterectomy, and at that point only gave me a 50-50 chance of not having ovarian cancer.
Stories like this touched the Torrance community, who together helped raise $215,459 this year.
We need everyone to step forward and be a part of this to help us find the cure for cancer, so that someday we're going to have a party like this with all these people out here celebrating the fact that we have a cure for cancer.
As night fell, the noise of the day transformed into a hush at the Luminaria ceremony. Simple white bags are decorated with the name, photo, message, or drawing to represent a loved one affected by cancer. They are then illuminated, glowing in the night to end a day of hope for a cure. For This Week in Torrance, I'm Ella Sagamonian.
Thanks, Ella. The Relay for Life takes place nationwide in more than 5,000 communities. Here in Torrance, 915 participants and 68 teams raised more than $215,000. For more information, visit relayforlife.org. And that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Malavika Gangolly. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.